Hi, this is a collective tarot reading for the cardinal signs for this full moon. This will include the Jupiter sextile with Uranus on the 17th. This energy allows people to see a bigger picture. Where this powerful Mars sky in Capricorn may have created misinterpretations, people can put differences aside to be able to work together, seeing the greater whole. It's also the beginning of seeing your life starting to reform and fall into place in a more benevolent way. This is going to go out through beginning of May. Please take what feels right in your heart and leave the rest. Okay, this is for the cardinal signs. Let's get to it. I have been feeling very energized and very excited energy today. So it's really interesting. I didn't get anything really specific on my meditation, but I just feel a lot of excitement. We're going to start with the Sacred Forest Oracles. Anybody who's been watching me knows I love these. And what we're going to ask for is kind of an overview of where you are right now, what you're working on, what it would benefit you to know about where you're at with this full moon energy and the Jupiter sextiling Uranus, and what effects this energy all is having on you or around you in this time. So for I did pre-shuffle all my cards. I may still shuffle some here and there as I feel like it's appropriate. So for the cardinal signs, thank you, Divine Source, for using me as a divine channel for the collective of the cardinal signs to bring forth the most beneficial, most needed information to assist them aligning with their souls and with the divine to bring them to their highest potentials. And let's ask, please, if you would, what would it benefit for the collective to know at this time about these full moon energies, the Jupiter and sextile with Uranus, and what effects it's having on them at this time. Keep in mind, this is a collective reading, so take what fits for you. There may be messages in here. It's not gonna resonate for everybody. All right, so for the collective of the cardinal signs, what can we show them? Holy moly. Okay. That big bunch I'm not going to take, but I will take these. All right, so I get, wow, power, renewal, enlightenment, and retreat. Holy moly. All right. So we have the dragon power. So this feels like you're going to be coming more into alignment with who you are in your power. You're going to be taking back your power where you've given your power away. You're going through a renewal process, continuing to release anything that you haven't released yet, and bringing you into enlightenment. I'm feeling like you need to have some retreat time, some time for you to go inside, introspective, looking at perhaps what you haven't released. You know, the Jupiter, actually the Mars in Capricorn is, it's the very powerful, you know, Mars and Venus are said to be the warring and the love and the war planets. So Mars can be very powerful. It can be a very strong planet. And it is in Capricorn. And there can have been things that have been misinterpreted. Perhaps things that were said that were misinterpreted, were misunderstood. So in retreat you may want to look at. Things where relationships didn't feel smooth. They were things in your life in general. Could be a job where things did not feel like they were moving along smoothly, and re-look at that during this period of time and see if on your side or the other side, if there were misunderstandings or misinterpretations of things that occurred. Because this is a time where you could come together and you could see the bigger picture and take a different approach to what has been. Okay, so let's, what do we want? You know what, I feel like pulling archetype cards. I got that just before I started. So these are Carolyn Mace's archetype cards. So let's ask, for this collective, what can you show us about what archetypes would benefit this collective of the Cardinal Signs to embody, to assist them in moving through this renewal and enlightenment process? What archetypes would benefit them to embody? Okay, I'm getting way too many dropping out here. I got several here, but I'm not going to take them. It feels like they dropped out because of my shuffling. Alright, so for the collective of the Cardinal Signs, what archetypes would it benefit them to focus their energy on? Okay, we're going to take these. All right, so we get the Judge, the Mother, and the Samaritan. And I'm going to go ahead and read these. So the Judge, okay, Judge. The critic, examiner, mediator, and arbitrator seeks to balance justice and compassion, manages the fair distribution of power in any form, from military codes to marriage vows. Interesting that you got the Power card, and this is talking about managing fair distribution of power. Taking back your power would be fair justice, to not disempower yourself and let others have power over you. The shadow judge manifests as destructive criticism, judging without compassion, as misuse of legal authority or threatening others through association with the law. You don't need to be an attorney, judge, or critic by profession to identify. Look for a history of mediating between people and a lifelong learning process of developing high standards of justice and wisdom. So if there was any situations that came up in which you felt like on one side or the other there were misinterpretations or misunderstandings of situations or communications, this may be an avenue for you not only to take back your power, but for you to assist in mediating clarity, because it feels like the energy is opening up for that clarity with this energy coming in on the 17th. And moving forward, it's going to be several cycles of this energy. Then we have the Mother. Matriarch, Mother, Mother Nature, Mr. Mom. Life giver, source of nurture and nourishment. Shows patience, devotion, caring, and unconditional love. Mother Nature, also known as Gaia, is caretaker of the planet. Capacity to forgive her children and put them before herself is essential to the good mother. The shadow side of the mother may manifest as devouring, abusive, abandoning, or working mother, which represents different aspects of this primal archetype. You don't need to be a biological mother, but must have a lifelong devotion to nurturing and protecting the environment or supporting any life form, including giving birth to books or ideas. Some men relating to being Mr. Mom, another variation of the mother archetype. Okay, so like it said, and before I even read that, I was feeling for any men here or masculines, or people who have not had children or know that experience of being, of carrying a child and loving that child unconditionally. You can embody this archetype and you can nurture. You can also have this experience, even women who have never had children. A lot of people can have this experience by through their pets or through animals, through connecting with that energy. So in connecting with that unconditional love, this is what will help you move through this renewal and enlightenment, letting go of what doesn't resonate, because if it doesn't resonate in unconditional love, it needs to go. That's what this energy is about. So in a work situation where there has been a situation where there has been misunderstandings or misinterpretations, for someone who is going to go in and be a mediator, if you go at it with an unconditionally loving and compassionate stance, you'll get a lot further. And then you have the Samaritan. The Samaritan. Closely related to the martyr, Samaritans make sacrifices for those they might be least inclined to serve, as in the Gospel parable of the Good Samaritan. The shadow Samaritan helps one person or group to the detriment of another, his family or society, implying a kind of self-importance that says that others must adhere to his choice of who is most deserving. Look for a continuing pattern of going out of your way to support others with no regards for whether they are family, strangers, or even enemies. And there again, this would embody unconditional love. This person who would be a good Samaritan would be one who doesn't stand in judgment and criticize, but has unconditional love, and therefore can be a spokesperson to help mediate situations that will help bring light not only to the environment, but to the earth, to the world. Okay. Where shall we go next? Let's do some Light Seers Tarot. So for this collective of Cardinal Signs, using the Light Seers Tarot, what can you show us? Let's ask what does this collective need to know concerning faith? What is it that they need to have or know about holding faith to assist them in moving through this cycle? For the cardinal signs, what can you show them? What can you tell them about having faith? Where they need to put their faith, what they need to put their faith in. Okay, so we're going to take these. So we get the King of Cups. The King of Cups, we get the Three of Swords, we get Temperance, and we get the Queen of Swords. Okay. Where to hold your faith? I feel like the King of Cups is coming up to tell you that holding your faith on your emotions and transmuting your emotions in a way that keeps you or puts you in a very stable, peaceful place. You have Three of Swords, letting go of anywhere where your heart has been wounded. Whether this is with relationships, whether it's from your childhood, wherever there has been wounding or injuring to your heart, letting go of that to bring yourself to a place of balance within your emotions, a place of knowing your emotions so well that you understand that your emotions are a guide, that when things do not feel good, it's an indicator that something needs to change. If you're having anxiety, it's a warning, it's a sign that you're not on your path. You're experiencing emotions that are telling you that your soul wants to stay on your path and your ego is trying to take you in another direction. So get to know your body, get to know your emotions so well that you have the total awareness that if something doesn't feel good, it needs to be looked at, and you need to look at whether you're headed in the right direction. Emotions should be barometers. Your barometer for whether you're headed in the right direction or not. And then we have temperance. And for me, this temperance is feeling like bringing you into balance and bringing you healing. And then we have the Queen of Swords. And the swords are about the mental. And the Queen knows herself. She stands strong in her convictions, and she knows what she wants, and she knows how to go after it. But she's sitting here almost peacefully because she knows her worth. Her heart is in a little cage here. So she doesn't allow herself to go into the emotional body. And it's like the total opposite of the King of the Cups. And yet it feels like this is about not allowing yourself to get lost in your emotions. It feels like it's about not being an ego, but using your mental abilities to reason what is real and what is not real. When you're having a panic attack and you're having anxiety about something, going to the mental body and knowing that you must be on the wrong path. There must be something that you need to see, and you need to see this with the mental body, not with the emotional body, that will keep you churning in confusion, and I'm hearing indecision. Okay. Let's get some angel messages. I'm going to use Diana Cooper's first to get us a couple messages from the angels. In what way can the angels support? And what advice would you have as the collective of the Cardinal Signs are moving through this renewal and enlightenment process? What angel messages, what would you have for them to assist them through this process? What would you like for them to know? Okay, I got two that flipped out, or three, I guess, flipped out on the floor here. All right. First of all, we have detachment. According to the spiritual law, you have anything you can have anything your heart desires. However, if your happiness, sense of security, or feeling of power depends on someone or something in your life, then you are attached to that person or thing. And it is a chain which binds you to the lower frequencies and keeps you stuck. Your guidance is to ask your angels for help to cut the cords that tie you to the people, things, and emotions. When all attachments are released, you can no longer be manipulated emotionally. There you go. This enables you to reclaim your power and be genuine. Free your spirit and that of others. Let go now. Detach. Detaching is another way to find unconditional love and be that arbitrator to help situations come to resolutions. Honesty. Angel wisdom reminds you that your every thought, word, emotion, and action is reflected in your aura. When you are honest, your aura is crystal clear. Everyone knows where they are with you and feels totally safe. The angels suggest that you look within and purify any murky thoughts or feelings. When you are totally honest with yourself, you behave with integrity and dare to be open, for there is nothing to hide. People respect and trust you. As you radiate a resonance of honesty, people respond to you with openness and honesty in their turn. So I'm feeling like some of this renewal and enlightenment is about you removing masks. It's about you, Cardinal Signs, your Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorns, becoming real with who you are in truth from a soul level and embodying that honesty. Then we have Archangel Samuel. Archangel Samuel works on the pink ray of love. Being blessed with the Archangel card indicates that you are ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Love has no restrictions and accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves hurt, anger, and separation. Let love flow from the heart and touch your loved ones, those you dislike, and strangers. This creates a bridge of light, which the angels can move along to bring hope and peace. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. Yeah, I'm not surprised that came out. All right. Let's do the healing with the angels as well. One message from the healing with the angels for this collective of cardinal signs, please. Thank you. What message do you have for this collective? What would be the most beneficial? And we get abundance. So I feel like embodying, going through this renewal, this enlightenment, going into retreat, taking back your power, finding that unconditional love, taking off your masks, being who you really are, and holding that space of unconditional love is bringing more abundance into your life. And we're going to take one or two more cards from The Universe Has Your Back. So for the collective of the cardinal signs, the Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorns, what messages would the universe like to give to them? Okay, I've got about 3 of them that flew out here. All right, first, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Beautiful. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. And the last one, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all, or for all. That's letting go of control, completely letting go of control, and embodying that unconditional love, having faith that the universe is guiding you and taking you exactly where you need to be. Okay, that's what I have for you. Many blessings. Please know that I do not use any other social media sites, and I will never initiate contact with you. The only way that you can reach me is via email. In the description box, you will find information that explains the services I offer. I would appreciate it if you would help me to get my channel out there more for other people to see by a like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.